Hello everyone, welcome to this video tutorial about how you can use PYBOSSA technology to count the number of items that you can see in a set of images. For example, the number of cancer cells coming out from a microscope. In this example, we are using our crowdcrafting server hosted by SciFabric, so you can actually test it and use our own technology for free. So let's start. For creating a project, you will need an account in crowdcrafting, as well as in any other PYBOSSA project. So the first thing you'll have to do is to click in the sign in button. Once you go there, you will be able to actually sign up with your email and password, or if you prefer, any of our social network options like Twitter, Facebook, or Google. In this case, I'm going to use Twitter, so you can see the full process. And as you can see, it will ask permissions, you authorize it, and once you're happy with it, it goes back to crowdcrafting. And then you have the welcome message. Now we are ready for starting creating projects. So let's go and create the first project. Click in there, and it will go to our wizard. The wizard basically will guide you through the process, and it will ask you questions that you have to fill in. As you will see, there is a layout. On the left side, we have the information where we'll be selecting options, typing information, and on the right side we will have the information that it will be helpful for you. So basically here is where we type title for the project. So for example, counting persons. For example, let's go with that. We click create, and we move into the next step. In this step, we will be basically doing the following. We'll make a short description of the project that could easily fit on a tweet. The idea is that it will be easy to share it on networks like Twitter, Facebook, so you have something that is straightforward, simple, and as a business card, so it will be easy to promote it in social networks. So the description goes here. Then you will be able to choose a picture for your project. Use any one that you want. Basically, there are no limits. You use one, like for example this one, as we're going to use pictures by clicking open. And as you can see, we can drag and drop, we can move it up and down, we can zoom in, we can do anything that we want. Just put it in the focus, use the plane that you want, and once you are happy, you click in next. Once you are done, we will be asking you a few more questions about your project. So basically it's about telling a story about your project. This is important for the volunteers, so they can actually contribute to your project. In the first box, we will be asking you why and why. So basically describe what your project is about, its main purpose, and why it's important that people participate. So here is a long description about your project. Then it's about how people can help you and how their help will make a difference. So this is really important for the volunteers. Here explain why they should contribute to your project. So explanation. And finally, we have two more, which is who you are. Explain who you are, because they want to know who they are helping, and basically explain what you do, why you're doing this, and who is the person. Even though each project has its own owner, this will help them to understand why you're doing this. So who you are. And the next one is basically keeping track. Each PYBOSSA project, crowdcrafting is the same. You will have a blog or an update page where you can actually inform your users. The only thing is sometimes you want to also include here your Twitter handle, your mailing list information, or your Facebook page. So you can actually add that information here. As a good thing, we include and support Markdown, so you can actually use things like this for making bold and italics, or links like this, link something.com. So this could be your own page, etc. So it's easy. Once you're happy, you click create, and it will basically create the project for us. Once it's done, you will get the congratulations. If something goes wrong, you will get a message. But if everything goes well, you will get into the next stage. So the next stage is basically choosing which of these options are available for you. So as I said, we have the wizard has several options. Basically, it allows us to choose different materials, so we can work with images, we can work with sounds, we can work with videos, we can work with PDFs or tweets. In our case, we are going to work with images, as we want to count the number of items that are shown in this set of pictures. So let's go with that. We choose it, we click on that, and then we have the options here. We have a classification option, so basically this is useful if you want to sort by groups, discard options, or arrange into classes. This is the typical question of a project where you ask, do you see a human face in this picture? And the options are yes, no, either no. The description one is more about collecting information about explanations. So something like describe the action going on here. It's like an input box where people write in information about what they are seeing. And finally, the one that we want to actually use is the count. So basically we show a set of pictures and we ask people to count the number of items. So how many people, how many persons do you see in this picture? How many dogs are in this picture? How many cancer cells do you see in these pictures, something like that. So we will basically click in this one, and once we are happy, we click in job, and it will basically allow us to type in the question that we want to do. In this case is, how many persons do you see in this picture, something like that. As the people will be basically clicking on them, that's the only thing we have to do. Again, we have here a small explanation. We click I'm good to go, and it will allow us to choose from where we want to import data. So we have several options. It could be Dropbox, it could be Amazon S3, if you have your pictures in a bucket, or Flickr. Let's go with Flickr, as it basically lists all the sets or the public sets that I have in my account. I'm going to use again this picture. Let's go with this one. So we can actually count the number of people in that set. So there are going to be 20 pictures. And again, we will have a summary before creating the project. So in this one, we're counting basically the title of the project is only one click away, and it's going to basically summarize. It's going to basically count images, it's going to import 20 items, and it's going to use how many persons do you see in this picture as a question. If everything is fine, you click in OK, and it will create the project for us. So once it's done, it's going to basically tell us, look, it's alive, now you can have time to actually test it. So the project one is created, we have the picture in here, we have the 20 pictures uploaded, now it's time to actually test it. In this phase, the project is just as a draft. It's like, imagine it's as a blog. It's a draft mode, so you can share it with your friends, people can read it, and they can actually give you comments. So this is the same. The whole idea is that you can play with it while you're not going to break anything. And you want to be sure that everyone understands what you want to do. So the first thing you will have is this warning message is going to be here while it's in this mode. Once it's published, this is gone. So basically, it's going to save all the testing answers, and once you publish it, it's going to delete them as they are tests, and it will be in a clean state, so you can start from the beginning with a clean project that will work really beautifully. Once you're happy with reading the information, you click in got it, and basically it's going to say how many persons do you see in this picture. So as you can see here, we have the count, the number of items that we see. There is only one person, and the only way we can actually mark it like this, we put a dot on the forehead of this person. So we can actually remove it. We can imagine there are many more people here. You can add as many as you want. As you can see, the counter is increasing, and you can delete all of them. The good thing is, while I'm doing this, what it's doing is actually saving the X and Y position of this red dot. So we will be able to know where are those people and how many they are. So let's go and say save, as there is only one person. In this case, there is only one person. Let's go, save. There is only one person, save. One person, save. This can go and go, but again, you can add as many dots as you want. Once you're happy and it looks like it works, you can actually click in works, so publish it. If you do it, it's going to delete all the answers that I have created right now, the test answers, so it's in a ready state for actually engaging with their crowd. Thanks for watching, that's all. That's as simple as it gets to actually create a project like this. If you have any more questions, just go to the About page in Crowdcrafting. You can find information in our email, follow us on Twitter, or talk in our web chat. We will be happy to talk to you and help you. Also, if you find any bug or you want to help us to improve it, just go to the GitHub issues page and add it there. We have a monthly newsletter, so if you want to log in and get more information, we'll be happy to if you sign up. Thanks again, and thanks for watching.